The dock on a Mac refers to this section along the bottom of the screen where you'll find all of your icons. Now, by default, you'll have a number of icons on there when you first switch your Mac on. You can add and remove these, and you can also change certain features of the way they appear and certain animations. Now, to change those features, if you go to the Apple icon in the top left-hand corner, click on that, and then go down the list to System Preferences. And if you click on that, now the top row, under Personal, you'll see Dock. And if you click on that, that will open up the features for the dock. Now the first one is size. If you move this to the left and right, you'll see the slider actually increasing and decreasing the side of the icons along the bottom. And the one below that is magnification. Now you can minimize or maximize the magnification features. So if we put that in the middle, what that will do is when I hover over the icons now, you can see they jump up and maximize slightly. So if you want to keep the icons quite small, but the magnification on maximum, so it's quite small down there, but it means they'll pop out and I can still see which application I want to run. You'll see position on the screen, so that allows you to position it on the left side of the screen or the right hand side of the screen or along the bottom. And we have one here that says minimize windows using the Genie effect, or you have the option of scale effect. Now Genie just means I've got a web page open. If I click on that to maximize the screen, you can see, if you just see how it pops in and out of the box in the bottom right. It's almost like a genie in a bottle. And the scale effect, if we select that one, it just means that when you click on that window now, it will maximize up, but it doesn't give you the same animated feature. So the Genie effect is just a nice little feature that you can have. The other ones, you can minimize windows into application icon. So if you minimize a window, it will actually minimize it down into the application that's opened it rather than having it on the right hand side of the screen. You can animate opening applications. So for instance, if I open up Chrome, you can see it just jumps. It bounces a little bit before it actually opens the application. It's just another feature that Mac has. And then automatically hide and show the dock. If you tick that box, your dock will disappear off the bottom of the screen. What you'll need to do is move your cursor down to the bottom of the screen, right off the bottom before it pops up again, and then you'll move along. So it just gives you a little bit of extra window space if you want that. Now then, there are shortcuts to this feature. You'll see on the right hand side where I've got my trash can and a couple of folders. It's very pale, but you can see the cursor change from an arrow to a white line with arrows up and down. If you right click or control click on that section, there you can see a pop-up window, and it just gives you a quick shortcut to a specific feature. So if you don't want to go into the dock preferences, you can just choose the one that you want straight away. Or you can just left click on the slider and then with a mouse or your trackpad move up and down, and what you actually see is it will increase and decrease the size of the dock for you there. So it's just a few shortcut features rather than going into system preferences. You can add and remove to your dock as well. Now for instance, say here I've got one I use for my web files. If I just remove that a second. Now, for instance, if I use that on a regular basis, I'd rather put it on here as a shortcut. It just means I don't have to start going into my Finder, into my Applications folder, and then go looking for it. So the easiest way to do that is find the application that you want to put on. Once you've scrolled through and you've actually found it, and there's the one that I took out, just click and drag that down to the dock, anywhere that you want to go. And as you get down, you'll see that the icons actually move out of the way. And that tells you where you're going to actually slot that in. So find the position you want to put it, let go of your mouse button, and that automatically puts it in. And you see, if you decide that you want to take something out, just click on it, drag it off, and you can see that it's got like a little puff of smoke, bump, and that's the icon gone. And it can be the same on the right hand side here. Yeah, I've got documents folders, I've got my downloads folders, and I've got ones for websites. So it may be that I want to add my pictures. So if I go into my documents folder, there's the list of all the folders that I've got. If I go into my own personal one, for instance, I might want my backup. So I just drag the folder. And again, if you drag it down to the dock, you'll see that the folders move aside, and that'll slot into space where you want it to go. And that's just some nice features of the Mac dock.